Hello readers and writers, I'm MJ, and today it's time for your next indie read. Your next indie read is a series that I have on my channel that allows authors to introduce you to your books so you can find indie books that you would like to read. These tend to focus on fantasy and science fiction. If you are an indie author that would like to participate, connect with me on one of my social medias linked in my link tree down below, and I would love to have you join us. And without further ado, let's find your next indie read.
Hi, I'm Rachanee Lumayno, and I'm a fantasy author. My book is called Heir of Amber and Fire. It's the story of Princess Jenica, who finds out some deep family secrets around the same time her father announces that she's going to have an arranged marriage to a prince from a kingdom she'd rather not become a part of. So she goes on the run to learn more about her past. She hires a band of mercenaries to take her to the dragon that once kidnapped her mother, but they've got some secrets of their own. And even though she finds herself drawn to one of the mercenaries, she might have to betray them before they betray her first. Fun fact, this series is called the Kingdom Legacy series. This is the first book in the series. Each kingdom has a different or unique ability, and each book features a character from one of those kingdoms. So even though every book in this series can be read as a standalone, you'll find your favorite characters in different parts of the series in different stories. Another fun fact, Princess Jenica is actually based off of a character I was supposed to play in a D&D campaign. The campaign never happened, but the book did, so here we go. And a final fun fact, if you sign up for my newsletter, you can get a D&D campaign that I wrote set in this world, because that's the way we roll. So happy reading, and I hope you enjoy it.
Hi, my name is David Hopkins, and I want to tell you about my novel, The Dryad's Crown. The Dryad's Crown is an adult epic fantasy. It is a sweeping, multi-generational story that is filled with adventure and love and betrayal. And it is something that I created in part because I was so inspired by my love of fairy tales. In fact, if you like books like Uprooted by Naomi Novik or Sisters of the Winter Wood by Raina Rossner, those sort of ones that blur the line between epic fantasy and fairy tale, I think you'll like The Dryad's Crown. And I actually spent some time taking classes at the Carter Haas School for Folklore and the Fantastic, learning from the amazing teachers there, reading up on folklore and studying fairy tales across different cultures to really get a sense of the motifs and some of the ideas that are rooted in these cultural stories, and trying to decide then how would a secondary world fantasy, what sort of fairy tales would come out of that culture, and how then would I tell those stories to create this history of this setting and really this family that the story centers around. This is a story about Silbury, who is a wood nymph. However, she is taken from her home and raised in the city. She grows up unaware of the fact that she is this magical, mythical creature, and she slowly over time becomes to understand some of her powers and her connection with the natural world. This story follows her and her children, Yurig and Gideon, and the adventures they go on as they try to understand a little bit more about Silbury and what her calling is in this strange world.
Hi, I'm Marquez, and this is my debut novel, V. V is about a vampire who's autistic, Chicana, and pansexual, and she's trying to figure out life after being involuntarily turned at the age of 40. If you're looking for a slow burn, a lot of representation with BIPOC characters, LGBTQIA+ characters, neurodivergent representation, then I highly recommend my book. I am an autistic, Chicana, pansexual author, and I really hope that all of my communities enjoy my book as much as I enjoyed writing it.
I'm really excited about the authors that we have this month. I hope that you were able to find something that you were interested in. And we'll be back next month for another installment of your next indie read.